Hello there, I'm Les Kiger. I want to welcome you to this Practice Yoga Simply session. Thank you so much for joining me today, making the time for yourself on the mat. So we're going to start today by coming to an easy seat. Letting the legs cross if that makes sense for you. Palms easy, resting through the whole body. But keeping upright through the spine, keeping a little bit of engagement there, starting to energize the spine. We're just going to drop the head and roll gently from side to side. And place the hands to the sides for extra stability. And just work yourself into these neck stretches. Don't push it, don't strain. Just take it nice and easy. Rolling smoothly from one side to the other. If you do have any neck issues, being cognizant and careful about those and just being nice and gentle with yourself. Now we're going to swing back and come to hands and knees and begin a little cat-cow. Inhaling, exhale to arch, inhale to back bend, exhale to cat, inhale to cow. Following your own breath here, setting your own pace as you wake up the spine and energize the body through the back. Taking one final inhale. One final exhale. And then we're going to push up into plank pose. Finding an engagement through the heels. A nice straight line through the whole body. Strong through the back and strong down through the arms, rooting into your mat. Pushing through all four corners of the palms and through the fingertips. Preparing to move into a side plank, turning the heels down to the side, lifting the left fingertips up towards the sky, opening, extending. You can either stay with knees off the mat, or if you like, you can drop one knee to the mat for the variation, helping with your balance. Really open and expand here, softening through the chest, melting through the heart, maybe even finding a slight back bend. Swinging the hand down to the mat and coming back through plank to side plank on the other side. Reaching the right arm up, opening yourself to the day. Again, here you can stay on both feet or you can drop one knee to the mat for that variation, whichever works the best for you. Finding a little bit more opening here before swinging the hand down to the mat, coming through plank pose and pushing back into downward facing dog. Finding a nice stretch through those hamstrings, through the backs of the legs, really energizing, staying soft through the shoulders. Starting to prepare to come forward on your mat, we're going to come to a crescent lunge, stepping the left foot up and through, staying on the ball of the right foot, coming up for the lunge. And here again, you can stay up on the balls of your feet, or if you like the variation, you can drop one knee down to the mat, finding a nice, gentle back bend and an engagement through both legs. Bringing hands down to the mat, stepping back to plank, bringing the right foot forward, lunging on the other side. Again here, taking whichever variation works best for you, staying engaged or dropping knees down, just depending on what you need today. Do you need a little bit more active, or do you need something a little bit more softening? Only you can know. cartwheeling the hands down to the mat. Lowering all the way down here through plank pose, all the way down to the mat. Pushing up, finding an upward facing dog. You want to stay engaged through the legs here, pushing down through the tops of the feet into the mat. Keeping strong through the back bend, not dumping your hips down into the ground. You can also lower down here for a slightly softer pose if you like. It's a Sphinx with the hands out flat and gently tractioning yourself forward. Whichever variation works best for you. Soaking in that back bend for a moment longer. And then easing yourself all the way down onto the mat. Stretching your arms out to the side. Finding a total release here. We're going to find bow pose next, so bring the feet up behind, clasp at the ankles with the hands, and then raise up into the back bend. This is a strong engagement pose, pushing through the hamstrings, tractioning against yourself. Strong engagement, still being mindful of your body. Find yourself rocking slightly with your breath. And that's just fine. Lowering down, releasing everything again, and finding that total release with the arms out to the side. We're going to come back into Sphinx here, making a 90-degree angle at the elbows, or finding upward facing dog if you like, whichever variation again is right for you. We're alternating through these back bends, energizing through the spine, finding softening in the front side of the body, which we so often hold tight and shielded. Letting everything in the front release, and everything in the back stay active and engaged. Again, once more lowering all the way down, arms to the side, finding that full release. We're going to find bow one more time. Clasping the ankles, rising up nice and strong. Very active pose here. Very big engagement. Really feeling the energy of the breath pulsing in your body. Slightly rocking, pulsing, pulsing. Again, once last time, the full release down. Melting into your mat, melting down through the mat into the floor, letting everything go. Preparing to rise up to hands and knees, coming through hands and knees to broken toe pose. So we're going to tuck the toes under in the back, and then sit on the heels, really stretching through those toes and creating nice medicine in the feet. If this is too much for you, you're welcome to rest on the flat tops of the feet rather than going all the way into broken toe. That's just up to you, whichever variation is going to work best. Hands at heart, letting the feet open. Coming through a little bit of cat-cow, just to confirm everything that we did in our back bends. Make sure everything's nice and supple, Inhaling and exhaling, following the breath. Exhale to stretch. Inhale to arch. Good. Just a couple more breaths here at your own pace. Everything is about finding your own rhythm in this life. And coming back to where we started in the nice easy seat, reaching arms to the sky and gathering the energy, hands to heart center, taking a couple moments here just to center, prepare for the rest of the day. Feeling the strength and the suppleness and the openings from the last 10 minutes. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for today's practice. Look forward to practicing with you tomorrow at Practice Yoga Simply.